Oh man, this one is gonna hurt, particularly if you're a property owner in downtown Hong Kong. Today I want to referee the most anticipated throwdown of 2021, Godzilla vs. Kong. Man, Godzilla is pissed. The savior of humanity and king of the monsters seems to have broken bad after attacking the location of a cybernetics company, creating massive devastation for ostensibly no reason whatsoever. So who does mankind turn to now to save us from our former savior? King Kong, of course. I have to admit, when I first heard a Godzilla vs. Kong movie was in the works, I kind of cringed. When I first saw the trailer for Godzilla vs. Kong, I really cringed. Not because I thought the movie looked bad or because I thought bringing the two together for some good old fisticuffs is a bad idea. I just found the title to be misleading. Of course, Godzilla and Kong will square off, but it's not like one is going to kill the other, or in the end, there will be a de facto winner. Sure, they'll duke it out and it'll be super cool watching them brawl, but they'll join forces against a common foe in the third act. At least that was my guess, and for the most part, I was right. My biggest gripe with 2019's Godzilla King of the Monsters was the human element. I felt the characters lacked depth, they were one-dimensional and forgettable, but the monster action was 100% on point. However, the human element in King of the Monsters looks like a deep and thoughtful character study compared to Godzilla vs. Kong. I literally couldn't care less for any of the human characters in this film. They were painfully one-dimensional, completely forgettable, and just not likable. The only human character I felt anything for was a little girl who is deaf. She and Kong share a bond and the two communicate via sign language. Yeah, I cringed when I saw their ET moment in the trailer too, but the movie doesn't resort to histrionics, and actually their ability to communicate added depth to Kong. The only other character in the film with any development is a conspiracy theory podcaster who teams up with Millie Bobby Brown and her bestie to stumble around not one but two top-secret facilities on opposite sides of the globe. Top-secret facilities with the most non-existent security you've ever seen, because the three carry on very loudly, very clumsily, without being noticed. That is until it's convenient for the plot. As for the plot, Godzilla vs. Kong bounces around from Florida to Antarctica to Hong Kong to Skull Island and to the center of the Earth. See, I told you the Earth was hollow. As busy as the plot of this movie is, there's actually not a whole lot going on here. We get Kong being transported to Antarctica so he can guide some scientists down a big hole to the center of the Earth because they've discovered there's a great source of power down there that might be linked to the Titans. At the same time, the podcaster Millie Bobby Brown and her pal are trying to uncover what's going on at Apex Cybernetics that drew the radioactive ire of Godzilla. On a side note, has anybody else noticed that the tone of the Monsterverse seems to be getting more comical? Now, I'm not looking for super serious Oscar-caliber storytelling here, but when Godzilla's son shows up, I'm out. Godzilla vs. Kong's plot has some problems and there's logic issues, but yeah, it's a movie about a giant ape fighting a giant lizard, so who needs logic? I actually think a strong plot with well-developed characters would ground a movie like this and elevate all the giant ape fighting a giant lizard scenes, but that's just me. At the end of the day, this is Godzilla vs. Kong, and the movie delivers when it comes to the brawls. The first time Godzilla and Kong cross paths occurs on an aircraft carrier, and the fight spills over into the sea. This sequence is fun, but ultimately only an appetizer for the main course that arrives in the third act. Godzilla and Kong choose Hong Kong at night as the site of the main event, and it's one hell of a slobber knocker. The setting couldn't be more perfect. Most of the buildings are decked out in bright neon lights, and the destruction caused by the two is catastrophic. Kong and Godzilla beat the crap out of each other. It's brutal, and it's beautiful. The sequence is complemented by some very nicely done CGI. As a matter of fact, pretty much all of the CGI in Godzilla vs. Kong was top-notch, particularly the CGI for Kong. Kong was easily my favorite character in the movie, and I'm 100% Team Godzilla. Kong is actually the most relatable character in the film. You feel for him because the humans are using him like a pawn, and all the poor guy wants is to go home. Godzilla takes a back seat to Kong here, but when he's on screen, he makes the most of it, proving that he is the king of the monsters, a stoic, noble protector of mankind, but appreciative nevertheless when he's given a helping hand. I wouldn't have minded if Godzilla and Kong's tussle had gone on much longer, but there's the issue of a mutual foe they have to join forces to thwart. That battle unfortunately doesn't last very long, and felt a little anticlimactic, particularly after seeing Godzilla and Kong's throwdown. Overall, I enjoyed Godzilla vs. Kong and recommend it. The movie delivers what it promises, and seeing Godzilla and Kong together on the big screen, my big screen television that is, made me feel like a kid again. If you've seen Godzilla vs. Kong, please let me know your thoughts on the film down in the comments section below. Did it live up to the hype, or did it leave you wanting? Let me know down in the comments section below. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up and share it on social media. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. A huge shout out to all my patrons and channel members. I appreciate your generosity and support of my channel. Become a patron today and join me for exclusive live streams, get early access to videos, and have a say in what movies I review on my channel. Become a channel member and get access to exclusive badges and emotes to use when I stream. Links are in the description. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.